Hi, my name is Ashwani Kumar and I welcome all of you to my channel. In this video, we are going to see the NTA UGC NET 2020 paper 1, that is teaching and the research aptitude syllabus, and the next one is the marks distribution, that means how the marks are going to be distributed for each and every unit, and the third one is how to score the 40 out of 50. That means each and every question carries 2 marks. So if you can able to attempt the 40 questions out of the 50 questions, then you are going to get 80 marks out of the 100 marks. So these are all the things we are going to see in this video. And before going into the details and all, if you are not yet subscribed the channel, then please do subscribe, and after subscribing tap the bell icon. Then you are going to get all my videos as a notifications to your devices. And now while coming to the present content of the video, so it is the official website of the University Grants Commission, National Education Testing Bureau. So in this one, you can able to download the syllabus of each and every subject that is conducting by the University Grants Commissions, or else the National Testing Agency is conducting nowadays on behalf of UGC. So I will provide this link in the description box of this video, that anytime you can download the required syllabus either in English or in Hindi by simply clicking on the link that I am providing in the description box of this video. So this channel is completely dedicated for the general paper completely, that is on the teaching and research aptitude. So here just click on this one, then the syllabus of this paper 1 will be downloaded, and here you can see that the total 10 number of units will be there, and this general paper 1 is common to all the 81 subjects that is conducting by the National Testing Agency. So here the 10 units will be there. So out of the 10 units, the first unit is the teaching aptitude, and the second unit is the research aptitude, and third one is the comprehension, that is just like reading comprehension, and fourth one is the communication, fifth one is the mathematical reasoning and aptitude, and sixth one is the logical reasoning, and seventh one is the data interpretation, and eighth one is the information and communication technology, simply called as a ICT, and ninth one is the people development and environment, and the last unit, that is the 10th one, is the higher education system. So total these are the 10 different types of units are provided in the syllabus of the paper 1 of UGC NET. So in the next videos onwards, we are going to see the each and every concept as per this syllabus provided by the UGC in a order way, right? So here whatever the concept is, whatever the titles or whatever the concept are mentioned here, so as per this order only, we are going to see the lectures with respect to the slides in the upcoming videos in this channel. So it will be very beneficial to all of you who are preparing for the UGC NET examination, so that you are going to get the complete video lectures as well as the PPTs, everything you are going to get in this channel. So it's better to subscribe, and if any your friends or colleagues are also preparing for the UGC NET, then please ask them, or else please share this channel link to them to subscribe, such that they will be beneficial. And the second point that I want to clear you is marks distribution, how the marks distribution are going to be happen. See, in the same syllabus, here the last thing, the note is mentioned. So the first one, 5 questions, each carries 2 marks are to be set from each module. That means the total 10 modules are there. Out of the 10 modules, each and every module, from each and every module, you are going to get the 5 questions, and each and every question carries 2 marks. That means from these 10 modules, from each and every one module, you are going to get 5 questions. That means that 10 marks you are going to get. So each and every module 10 marks means 10 units is equal to 100 marks, right? So as per the UGC NET rules, the minimum qualification criteria is there, that is 40% for the general category and 35% for the OBC and SC/ST category. So these are the minimum scores you have to get for the minimum eligibility qualification. So based upon that one, you have to plan your preparation such that out of the 100 marks, plan your schedule or whatever the thing is there to score minimum 75 plus marks. Okay, I will tell you the strategy and what are the points you have to follow. And the next note is whenever the graphical or pictorial questions are set for sighted candidates, a passage followed by equal number of questions and a weightage be set for visually impaired candidates, right? So it is the two notes. So from this note, you can able to understand how the marks distribution is going to happen for each and every module or the unit in the UGC NET examination. And now while coming to the scoring, so how we can able to score 40 out of 50 or else 80 marks out of the 100 marks. See here, out of these 10 units, if you perfectly observe, few units are the, I'm just dividing this complete syllabus into the two parts. The first part is the theoretical part and second part is the problematic part. So out of these 10 units, few units are comes under the theoretical part. Those are teaching aptitude, research aptitude, communication, and information and communication technology, people development and environment, higher education system. So these units are considered as a theoretical units. That means these are completely the theoretical oriented units, and a few units are the mathematical oriented units. Those are comprehension, that you can able to simply uh, put the answers from the passage. If you can able to once understand the passage, then automatically you can able to put the right answers. Anyhow, that we will see clearly with a lot of examples in this channel. Next, mathematical reasoning and aptitude is also a mathematical concept or the unit. So, and next one is logical reasoning. So it is also a mathematical concept. Whatever the questions are coming from the logical reasoning, we can able to deal with the mathematical concepts. And the data interpretation is also a mathematical concept oriented unit. So out of these 10 units, these 4 units, that is data interpretation, logical reasoning, mathematical reasoning, and aptitude, comprehension. So from these 4 units, definitely you must be able to answer 5 out of 5 questions, right? So 4 units means 4 into 5, 20 questions you are going to get. So 20 questions means each one carries 2 marks. That means 40 marks. So you must be able to get the 40 marks at any cost from these 4 units. Why? Because these are completely the mathematical oriented concepts. And while coming to the remaining 6 units, that means teaching aptitude, it's a very small unit and the limited definitions will be there. And the next one is research aptitude, it's also same thing. And next one is communication, and the next one is information and communication technology. So it is a very easy unit that anybody can able to answer with the minimum understanding levels about the computers and the information technologies and all these things, and the people development and environment and the higher education system. So from these 6 units, you must be ready to answer minimum 3 questions. Okay, so minimum 3 questions from the each and every module from these 6 units means, so 6 into 3 is equal to 18. That means 18 questions you must be able to attempt from these remaining 6 units. So 18 questions means 18 into 2, 36 marks. So previously 40 marks from the mathematical units and now the 36 marks from this theoretical unit. So 40 plus 36 becomes is equal to 76 marks, right? So like that, you must be prepare your schedule or the planning level to score minimum 75 plus marks out of 100 in the UGC NET paper 1 part, right? So in that way, I'm going to deal the lessons and the PPTs and all these things. Anyhow, in my next videos, whatever the PPTs I'm going to do to teach the concepts, okay, as per this order, all the PPTs will be available to you, and I will put that link in the description box such that you can simply download those PPTs, which will be having the shortcut points, and that will be very beneficial to you for the revision purpose and for the preparation for purpose in a very quick way, right? So hardly 1 month is more than enough for the preparation of this UGC NET paper 1. Okay, I assure you. So it is a content that I want to deliver you from this video through my channel. So I hope it will be the beneficial to most of the UGC NET aspirants, especially for the paper 1. So the candidates who are watching this video, please share this video or the channel to your friends or colleagues who are preparing for the UGC NET, and it will be very much helpful for the paper 1. So you need not to pay single rupee of money. Just by simply doing the subscription, you are going to get all my videos as a notifications to your mobiles. So along with these lectures, we are going to discuss about the previous year questions after completion of each and every one unit, right? So all the best, guys. And so from this, I'm just finishing my introduction video regarding the UGC NET paper 1. And from the next video onwards, we're going to see a wonderful lessons or the lectures regarding the each and every concept of this UGC NET paper 1. Thank you.